Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video. I am going through and listening to Alpha Wolf's new album, A Quiet Place to Die. I'm on the 9th song, so I only have one other song off the album other than this one that I haven't heard yet, so I'm almost done. This one is called The Mind Will Bend to a Will of Its Own. This album is special. I've heard every song be mentioned in the comments for people to be excited for me to get to. So it seems this one I've heard, so I'm excited for all of this. The last one, I'll be sad to finish, but I'm gonna keep these short until the last one, I guess. I'm gonna do my little album thoughts on the last video, so it'll be a longer one. So for this, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get straight into it. Damn. Alright, Alpha Wolf, The Mind Bends to a Will of Its Own. Another really solid track. Let's discuss. So this album is definitely gonna be a contender for this year. Another amazing song. I really like how they went in with the guitar intro. It reminded me of this one video that Nick Nocturnal did of like different intros, like metal intros, and it was pretty spot on. This was a cool intro though. I really like to hear that. There was also like when it did kick in the entire beat, there was like a little bit more bass or something than I was expecting to it, like a little bit more kick to it when when I went to like bob my head to it. So it was definitely a powerful song. It had a lot of power from the strings, I think, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. There was also a part like when the vocals first kicked in, the drums. I think I said it too. I was like, "Oh, the drums right there." But the drums, they've done it a few times on this album where they'll like slow down the drums a little bit, and it's just a focus kind of on like vocals and drums, and it sounds amazing. That happened right here when the vocals kicked in on this track. And also, just the whole song was just such a chunky song on the parts where you do have the guitar and bass. There was a lot of drops that sounded really sick. It was just perfect. Definitely some more dark lyrics. There is a theme on this album. They're definitely touching on mental illness and stuff like that. I've seen in the comments people saying they can relate to the lyrics and stuff like that. So definitely some more dark lyrics, definitely touching on some darker subjects here. I really think that they're doing a great job of capturing with their sound as well as the lyrics what they're going for on this album. If you take it at lyrics worth, the music definitely matches. If that makes sense. I thought that the breakdown was coming right after the song name got dropped. I was like, all right. But then we had like a little part in between where it was not. And I dig it. It's, if I cannot guess what's going to happen sometimes and it's done like that, sounds good, I'm excited about it. So it sounded really awesome. The breakdown, when it did hit, it was so good. There are certain parts like right before it, throughout the song, where there's like absence of the strings, like there's no guitar or bass, it's just drums and vocals. I think that's what it went to right before the breakdown, actually. And I really like how much of an impact the absence of the strings have on those parts. It sounded really cool. And then, of course, when the breakdown did hit, it was so nasty. Not a surprise at this point. There have been some really sick breakdowns on this album. It just sounded super cool. Also, the little outro part, what they did instead of going back to I don't know. It wasn't the typical structure I would be expecting, but also they haven't been doing standard structure on all of the songs on this album. There have been some that switch it up. So I like to see what they're doing. This was another incredible song. I've got one more to go off this album, which is Don't Ask. At the end of that video, I'll go through my thoughts on the album, like a little short synopsis thingy of my thoughts on the album and whatever my favorite song was from it. So let me know what you're thinking in the comments, and if you have a different song that you'd like to be added to either of the lists that I work off of when I'm doing request-based videos. Both links will be in the description, as well as the Discord server invite link, which is a lot of fun, a lot of interesting conversation going on in there. And lastly, if you're enjoying the music and bands such that I post on my YouTube channel, I post more stuff like this on my Instagram. My handle is Rachel Reacts. I'll put it up here on the screen for you if you're interested in following me. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.